Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to work. La 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 la. La 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 la. Good morning, friends of the social scene, and welcome back to my channel. Today, a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs style start. Do you remember the seven dwarfs when they went to work? Great workers, miners. In Ukraine, I'm always told there was a great tradition of miners, especially around Donetsk. But let's talk about today's work. Let's talk about starting from the bottom today. I don't know how to translate gavetta into other languages. In Italian, it means to do hard jobs, to do jobs. The ones you do at the beginning, maybe they aren't even hard, like waiter, flyer distribution, those jobs that you usually do when you're young. Then as you grow up, you hope to do other jobs. It's a bit of a way to enter the world of work, to start understanding what work is. And I noticed that, especially with today's kids, I consider myself an influencer. In quotes, I also do influencer work, especially with my first channel, the one about football. By now, a lot of people know me, and I have many friends in this world who are influencers, but have never done any starting from the bottom jobs. They might not have even worked at all. Even though being an influencer is a job, many think it's not. But trust me, it is work, and I believe they would benefit from doing some hard jobs. I think it would be good for everyone, because it helps you understand the value of money and the value of work. I think it helps everyone a bit, because it helps you understand the value of money and the value of work. It helps you understand the respect for people who work, because many times, if you've never worked, if you've never done humble jobs, you can't even understand those who do them. And then you don't have the respect that you should have. I can understand how you might respect someone who gives you fines, like a tax collector, someone who takes your money. So maybe you respect them less, right? But waiters, bartenders, street cleaners, all those jobs that deserve a lot of respect are often not respected. In reality, we should give great respect to these people who work and do honest jobs. They do an honest job. I remember when I was little, my father had and still has a gas station. We have a gas station, right? And what happened when I was little, my father made me work. He made me work there with him, right? I worked at the gas station for many years, occasionally. Whenever I had the chance to go, I worked there. Then I worked there for a bit longer. But I remember one of the first times I worked, I was there working. And my dad gave me the uniform. The uniform, back then we were FINA, which later became Total Air, and now it's IP. But back then, it was called FINA, the gas station. And he wanted to give me this uniform, FINA written on it. I said, no, I'm not putting that on. What do? I have an image of myself. What am I doing in my head? Am I really going to put this on? No, I'm not wearing the uniform. You call me father, but I look very serious, really angry. No, you put on the uniform because you are working, and those who work always deserve respect. So you'll have respect because you put on the uniform, not because you don't put it on. So move it and put on that uniform and go to work. And that phrase has always stuck with me. Who works honestly? It's not like I was going to steal. I was putting on a uniform to work, and that deserves respect because I'm working honestly to earn money for my family, and that's a great lesson. Maybe my father didn't even think about it at that moment. Probably yes, but that's how it is, guys. And many young guys should give this a try, because otherwise they'll think like I used to, right? But no, I'm putting that stuff on. No, I'm not putting that stuff on. I'm studying to become a broker. In my mind, I wanted to become a broker, as if I would put on that uniform. Instead, it was a great lesson. Even before that, when I was doing odd jobs, I always worked. Since I started university, studying financial market economics, I've always worked. After finishing high school, I always worked. Then there was a period when there was a week in my life when I didn't work. I've always worked in 1,000 jobs. I didn't work for a week in my life. I don't remember the reason now. The first day, I didn't work. My mom comes in. I remember it was around 8:30 or 9 anyway, early in the morning. She pulls the blankets off me. Get up! But why am I not working today? And go. Look for a job. What are you doing at home? Go look for a job. All right, I went in my mind. Let me sleep and then. Go look for a job. Get up! She didn't let me stay home. You can't just sleep in until 11 in the morning when you're not working. Get out and go look for a job. But I don't know. I don't know where to go. Interviews. Just get out and look for a job. You shouldn't be at home sleeping. Do you understand what my parents were like? They gave me great education. In fact, I'm a hard worker. Those who know me know that I always work. I got up and went out. To do what? I don't know. I don't even remember what I did that day. But I knew I had to look for a job. Because if not, tomorrow, the day after, my mom would wake me up again. I couldn't just stay home and sleep. Do you understand what the mentality was? I went out, but I probably didn't do anything that day, right? Because I had nothing and so on. But in my mind, I had to find a job. Because otherwise, tomorrow, I would still be there like an idiot in the middle of the street doing nothing. I had to find a job. I must have been looking for a week. Then I found a job right away. It was about a week, maybe not even 4 days, probably not even a week. And then I found a job. I don't remember if I was doing phone interviews or what I had found, but I was working. I wasn't at home sleeping. I think it's good for everyone, especially for well-off families. It's something I'll do with my son too. He's 6 now, but as soon as he grows up a bit, he needs to go to work. He needs to start from the bottom, learn, travel, work, support himself, and understand the value of money. Even just when you're at home, the little things, taking out the trash, doing the grocery shopping, going to buy milk, starting to understand how things work, right? You pay and they give you the change. They may seem like nonsense, but they're not nonsense. Even when you're little. I remember I used to buy bread and milk. I didn't spend that money. I would go buy bread and milk nearby, of course. And I would buy the change. Can I keep the change? You could keep a little bit, right? Back then, I was happy to go buy bread and milk, and then I would keep the change. I had keep who knows what change. But I think it was a great lesson for me, and I hope it can make some young person who follows me or some parent think about their children. Kids need to be cherished and taken care of because they are our joy. But they also need to be educated, and sometimes you need to help them understand what is right and what is wrong. Because remember that one day you won't be here anymore. We are all eternal. I always say that we are immortal. We will be forever. But one day we won't be here anymore. In reality, and can your son get by without you? Have you raised him in a way that he can be a family leader, a good father, a decent person without you? Because if you've done everything for him, but you were always there to save him, he never learned. He never grew up. He never became a man or a woman, whatever the case may be. Yes, you can pamper them, but they need to learn to fend for themselves. Otherwise, I think you're doing something wrong. Subscribe to the channel. See you tomorrow, as always, at 7 in the morning, Italian time. Hi.